Hello guys, welcome back to the Slip of the Lip podcast. In this week's episode we're going to stray away from our guest that we normally have the past couple of weeks. So Barry is just back off his holidays, that's why we didn't have an episode last week. So Barry, where were you?
I was away in Lanzarote for the week. Now I'm all back refreshed. My knees got a bit of a tan, that was about it to be honest. So great to get off work for a bit and happy to be back to the podcast. As Ryan was saying, we have been doing for the last few weeks, we have been doing a guest on, so it's kind of nice to get back to just me and Ryan talking and just talking to shite and see where we go with it. We are going to go a little bit down the political correctness road this week, and some of pet peeves, what annoys us and what annoys, maybe what annoys Ryan about me or me about Ryan. We're just going to have a little chat and see where it goes.
Yeah, so man, I was on Facebook there sometime this week, and I was going to, the way when someone pops up and I get your attention and you read the comments or whatever, and all the I forget what I was looking at, but all the comments were so negative, and people were trying to outsmart each other with these like big words and these social justice warriors and people trying to be politically correct all the time, and this like PC brigade, I call it, you know.
Yeah.
But I think political correctness in this country has just gone absolutely crazy. Like, I think people are afraid to say what they actually think. Do you know what I mean? People, some topics you have to be so careful on how you word stuff and how you phrase it. Like, you're on eggshells, I feel, all the time. And I feel as a country, with like our Irishness, we're known for our crack, we're known for our banter, and I think slowly, like, but surely, we're actually losing that bit of crack that we have. Do you know that? So
yeah, I completely agree. Like, I think it has gone too far, and it's only going to get worse. And I don't even think it's just in Ireland, it is all over the world. It's getting, like, and personally, you see it out there and you have people kind of wanting to judge you, say you say something wrong. Now, personally, I don't give a shit about anyone, about what I'm thinking of anyone or anything like that. Everyone's the same to me. I don't care who you are. But what annoys me is what people they're kind of, I don't know how to really say this, they're kind of thinking that I should be offended by stuff like, like whether in films, whether on Facebook, oh, you should be offended by some of this, but you're not. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, like for example, say there was two men walking down the street and said they were gay, holding hands, whatever, like that. I have no problem with that. But then if one of them looks at me or something like that, saying, oh, are you judging me? I don't give a fuck what you're doing to me, man. You know what I mean? But I don't like the fact that you're looking at me thinking that I'm judging you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And all this is kind of getting a bit out of hand, where like you can't say any, like, you can't really talk anymore. You can't even have a lot of words where we used to be saying, like, even like the cripple and things like that. Where like before, when we were younger, like,
you could say what you
can say what you wanted. Now you have to really watch what you're saying, especially even on this. Like, as we always said, we're just two lads and we kind of meet up and have a chat about whatever. But if like, we kind of have to nearly watch what we're saying sometimes, and it's ridiculous. Like
that episode where we had the two gay men come on, and at that episode we were really happy with it, and it done really well, and we got some good feedback. But there was one or two people that actually commented. They came up to me and they were talking to me about it, and they were like, well, there was one or two things there that you said during the episode that I don't think you should have said.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that the two gay men didn't like call you out for it.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, but what you thought, like, the reason that we got these on is because me and Barry didn't understand. Like, I get people on because if I'm interested in that topic and I want to learn more about it. That's why I think it's so important to have conversation nowadays. Like, ask questions. If you don't know something, you have to ask a question, then you know. You can't be angry at someone if they want to learn more and they want to, like, about something, and they're asking the questions. So, and your one was like, it was a woman, and she said it wasn't really politically correct in the way that you phrased it. And I said, what's not politically correct? Like, what did I? Well, she goes, I'm not going to say what. Like, it was the way you said it, the way you came across. She goes, I thought it was a bit like biased towards male and stuff like this. And she goes, I was surprised that the guys didn't get onto you for it.
Yeah, see, and there's a lot of that, like, and and like, two of them were good friends of mine that we did the interview with, and they would have been the first to pull up if we said anything wrong or anything out of place. Like, we even said, look, lads, if we do something wrong, or pull us up straight away. Mm-hmm. But they're kind of the people that are like, they know everything's gone too far. Well, I'm guessing, like, they know that everything's gone too far with the political correctness. Like, they're just two people at the end of the day who, like, are with each other. I don't think it matters to them that they're gay, that they're straight, or acting like that. They're just two people that are with each other. So I don't know what everyone else's problem is with, like, oh, just because they were, say, two gay lads, you're not saying the right words to them. So what, like? We're just having a conversation. I shouldn't have to step on eggshells every time. I'm getting angry. Every time I go to talk to someone. And, you know, you see, you have, like, you know, I understand this woman had an opinion, and this is what, like, the podcast is all about. You do get the good feedback, and then you get people coming back with, you know, little things like that we do try to get to learn and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this isn't like RT or anything like that. This isn't East Coast Radio. This is just two of us sitting down having a chat. We're not going to be right all the time.
No.
But, you know, that's the way we do it, like.
I think she said, like, I said a gay joke or something while we were there, and she said, you shouldn't really have said that gay joke. But I said, but I'm in the presence of the two. I got the guys come in. They were happy to come in. They were really happy with the episode at the end.
I was really happy.
So what's your issue? She said, yeah, well, you shouldn't have said a gay joke. But I said, just because I say a gay joke, I said, it doesn't mean that I'm like, and it was, she said it was kind of homophobic. I said, no, I said, I'm not a homophobe. I said, I'm not a racist. Or just because I say something, if it's a joke, I said, if it's funny, laugh. It doesn't matter if it's politically correct, if it's right or wrong. There's no malice in it. I'm just saying it to get a laugh.
Yeah.
Offense, like, politically correct to me is a person taking offense to something. An offense to me is subjective to each and every person. What I might like take offense, like, it might be different to what you might take offense to.
Exactly,
so taking offense to something is subjective. It's not my fault if you're going to take offense to something. If you say something, it's not your fault. Vice versa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like you said, like, I was a bit disgruntled over that feedback, because I was like, I think your one was, like, completely wrong about what I was coming across, you know. So
yeah.
And even the other day I said something. I said a joke to my mum in passing, and my mother actually got on to me. She said, "Jesus," it was about the Catholic Church, like, it was just a laugh. And she said, "Geez, you can't be saying stuff like that. You know, geez, your nanny would turn in her grave, like a Christian Catholic woman and stuff." And the joke was basically, I said, like, if I was a priest, I'd have mass completely different, like. And she goes, "What do you mean?" Well, I was like, "What I said, like, Saint Luke according to the Kardashians or something like that."
Yeah,
like, you know. And I said, if I had, like, confession or something, it wouldn't really be confessions. I'd be just going in and getting the goss off everyone. I'd be like, "How you, Father Jesus? I'm thinking about riding John up the road." I'd be like, "Oh, fucking Mary, you dirty bitch," or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, just getting a good laugh, like. But and she goes, "Oh, geez, you can't be saying that, Jesus Christ!" Like, she goes, "Even, yeah, it's grand in the house and stuff, but if people heard you, they'd be getting onto you, you know." So, like, but I'm even taking this back. Do you know when we were in schools as students and stuff like that? The stuff we used to say to one another.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And there was we went to a school where there's loads of races, loads of people, black, white, yellow, orange, didn't fucking matter.
Those are racists, not racists. Now we're
yeah, racist. And like, people, different social backgrounds, like, everything was different, you know. And there was never any ounce of racism, homophobe, whatever you want to call it. And not everyone got along, but, like, you could say what you wanted to people, and they just nothing was taken offence to, you know. So I don't know where people are coming across with this politically correctness all the time.
I completely agree. Like, I think as you said, it's each people to their own. Like, the company I keep and a lot of friends I have, like, I can kind of say what I like, and I can, you know, whatever joke I come across or whatever I say, it's grand with all them. But on a wider spectrum, like, you kind of have to watch what you say, which I don't agree with either. Like, you are your own person, so, like, if people don't like me for what I'm saying, I don't really mind. Like, you know, I have my kind of friends and all like that. I just think it is gone. I think media and all like that, you know, films, like, you know, like, I was even saying to Ryan during the week, like, I went to see Dunkirk there a few weeks ago now, and it was a brilliant film. And then I was just looking into it, like, I was just looking a bit of information about it, and then I hear that Christopher Nolan was the director. He got slated, absolutely slated, because there was only white people in the film. You know, there was the one race, there was no Asians, no blacks, no nothing else, like. But then, in all fairness, like, it was a battle at World War II on Dunkirk Beach. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, there wasn't any Asians there. There wasn't any blacks there. It was, you know, 99.99%. There might have been, like, you know, one or two, but the whole film really it's a true life story. So I don't know where everyone's going mad that, why isn't there more races in it? It's a true life story. So why would there be? Why would there be all these different races in it? Do you know? And I'm not saying I've no problem against any races or anything like that out there, but when it's going off a true story, why change it just to be politically correct? Do it like what it's meant to be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I get kind of a little bit tick over people that get too politically correct over things.
And I think people actually come across as fake, like they're pretending to.
Yeah, they don't. I think a lot of people don't care. They're only saying it.
Yeah.
You know, they're only saying it to kind of keep up with the fucking Johnson sort of thing. Like, just because it's everyone does it. No, mind what you say and all like that. Where, like, even as Ryan was saying, a few years ago, like, to be nothing in it, you could say a little joke there to whatever, or I could get, like, if I give Ryan stick in a pub or said a joke about Ryan to a group of friends or anything like that, I'd roll off Ryan and be grand. Jesus, he might give me a little bit of stick back, but there'd be no problem in it. But then if you say it to someone else, or someone else hears that joke, geez, that's not right, you shouldn't be saying that. But it's nothing to do with you. It's like, it's, do you know where I'm coming from? Like, it's like
people are just looking for stuff to give out.
People are just looking. And everyone's just trying to give out about something nowadays. This is...
Yeah, and people are just, like, people do be fake offended and stuff like that, and they try to be like, but now there is people that actually, like, they're so oversensitive about stuff, like, people do get, it's like, some people genuinely do get offended by stuff like that. Like, when did Sticks and Stone Men Break My Bones? Words Can Never Hurt Me. Where did that go?
Yeah.
We were taught that as children.
Like, yeah.
Not to let people's words offend you, not to let them hurt you. Do you know, where has that gone out the window?
Yeah.
I'd love to know if teachers are still saying that to students, and I bet you they are, but some way along the when you're growing up, you stop thinking about that. Like, that's one of the first things you learn when you're going to school.
That's a really good point. Like, because I even remember when you were younger, like, say you come into your mother or something like that, someone's upset you, they called you a name or something like that, and then you go, oh Jesus, well, this person's after upsetting me because they call me this, and the first thing your mother or father will say will be like, Barry, sticks and stones break your bones, all that, like, and that's it. You'll be like, oh yeah, shit, like, sure, they're not actually doing that to me, they're only saying a word. Why am I so upset over that word? Where now it's completely on the flip side. It's like, say if a child come in now to their mother, now I'm only saying, right, say a child come into their mother, oh, this boy down the road, Jimmy down the road's after calling me this. What? Oh my God, straight down to Jimmy's mother, there's a big ruckus and all like that. Years ago there was none of that. I think it's just gone too far now. It's took like the fun and the kind of even the youth and everything out of everyone. Yeah.
And you harden up with it as well. Like, if someone years ago, if someone called you, oh, you're shit at this, or you're ugly, or this, that and the other, like, fucking water off a duck's back, you didn't give a fuck. It's just words like, oh my God, he called me an idiot. Don't worry about it. He's a fucking dick. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make a difference. Like, oh, I was offended. I have rights. Like, so what? You're an adult. Get over it. Like, just because you're offended, what's going to happen just because you're offended? Nothing.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over it. Like,
I think people have to stop taking themselves so seriously.
Yeah.
That's a major thing. Like, people have to kind of relax a little bit. Like, if I call, I'm just going to use Ryan for example. If I call Ryan a name like that, it's grand. No problem. Like, where if I'm out and say I meet a new lad or a new one, or having a chat or having a drink or anything like that, and I say something maybe a little bit out of place, but that's my character, like, they might get a bit offended. But you know what? Just relax. Like, just, why is everyone gone so serious? Like, why so serious?
Yeah,
do you know?
Like, what do you do if you're offended? You don't ring the guards if you're offended.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Hello, it's me again. Yeah, the boy band on the telly, they're all wearing white, they're all dancing the same. This has offended me. Do something about it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculous. I was just looking up what actually politically correctness means, and it was a great summary of it, and basically it says that political correctness presents itself. Now, this is a guy kind of fighting political correctness. This isn't the actual term, but he describes it as political correctness presents itself as fairness, yet attempts to constrict and control people's language with rigid rules. And that is it. That is literally it. Like, you try to say something and then you're oh, I can't say this because of this, and I can't say that because of that. You literally can't say, like, you can't say he's a cripple, even though the man might be a cripple.
But that word's gone now. It's like, that's I mean. Gone.
You literally can't say it anymore. Even though in the Bible, Jesus, he cured some of the cripples, and it literally says the word cripples in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? You can't like some psychologists or psycho analysts and stuff, they don't call people ugly anymore, they call it severe appearance deficits.
Do you know what I mean? Like
this is absolutely if you're ugly, you're fucking ugly.
Yeah.
Like, you don't mind not say it to the person, but to say it behind closed doors.
Yeah, look, if someone's ugly, someone's ugly. Like if someone's ugly, fair enough. Like, who's to say that you're ugly? Like, do you know what I mean? It's someone's opinion. So this is another thing where I'm getting back to, like, just kind of don't take yourself so serious. Like, if someone's like, oh, fucking Jimmy down the road's ugly, just Jimmy's getting a fucking awful time, but he's down the road and he's ugly or something like that. That's my opinion. That's someone's opinion. That's someone that is narrow-minded opinion. Like, you know, someone calls me ugly. Like, who cares what one person's thinking? As long as you're happy in yourself, why should all these words and all this really affect you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm going to just say something a bit, and it might be a bit serious or whatever, like, but in the future, some of these words that, like, you can't say and stuff like that, and you have to say different words now to say what you mean, but, like, in the future, are we going to call a rape victim an unwilling sperm recipient? Like, that's how bad it's got.
Yeah.
Are we going to stop calling rape victims rape victims? Are we going to start calling them unwilling sperm recipients? Like, you know, just all these social justice warriors pretending to be upset, like, completely ignorant. I think it's a massive power thing with them.
Yeah.
And that's when you know political correctness is bullshit. Like, I mean, you can't openly talk about something, you know, gender, sex, race, religion, like, all these massive important things. You just have to be so careful about talking about, like if you're not a girl and a guy, gay, Jewish, you shouldn't comment or talk about it. Like, or like even Bruce Jenner, a couple of years ago when she did this transformation and stuff like that, and people were, oh my god, she's amazing, this, that and the other. Like, now she got a lot of stick online, but again, all these social justice warriors came out, oh, she's so brave and this, that and the other. This is the same guy who is like a Kardashian Jenner, or whatever you want to say, the ex-Olympian. This guy, like, ran into the back of a woman, crippled a woman in a car crash. Like, so we're completely just going to forget about that, and we're just going to focus on him turning into a woman. Like, you know, like, my niece said to me, she saw Bruce Jenner and the whole Caitlyn thing on the telly. She turned around to me and she said, like, this is how beautiful children are, because they're so innocent and they say stuff without thinking about it, because society hasn't changed their way of thinking, that they haven't been fond of that. But my niece said to me, she goes, Ryan, like, why is that man dressed, has he got a dress on, and why has he got makeup and stuff on? And I was trying to tell her, well, she's turning into a woman, this is the way she feels now, this is the way she what's the word again,
transgender.
Yeah, but that, and she was just like, oh, that's silly. But that's her own opinion.
Yeah,
like,
it's a child's opinion. Innocent children they haven't been, like, nearly corrupted.
Yeah,
really,
they haven't been brainwashed by society.
Really,
like, they don't give a fuck. They say whatever they say because they haven't been programmed. They haven't been programmed that they can't speak like that, you know. So there was a few things that I wanted to talk to you as well now, Barry. There was 11 things I saw online that things that have happened with politically correctness. I'm going to go through them and I want to get your opinion on each one, right? So the BBC has dropped the use of the terms BC, do you know, before Christ.
Yeah.
So they can't call it BC before, they call it before Common Era. So they don't say it before Christ because of religious reasons.
But sure, that's ridiculous. But sure, like when I was going in school, I don't know if it's still in school, like, sure, religion, you'd be teaching religion and all, everything was AD, BC, everything, like.
Yeah.
So they've changed all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But even in the US, right, the US councils, they don't call, do you know, manholes on the street?
Yeah.
They don't call them manholes anymore. They call them maintenance holes. Because women were getting upset. They shouldn't be called manholes, they said. I'll give you an even better one. Do you know the lovable cartoon rogue, Dennis the Menace? And he's been given a politically correct makeover, right? So the BBC chiefs decided to take away his age in the remake. So, do you know the bombs and the catapults and the water pistol and the pea shooter and stuff like that? That's gone now. That's completely gone. He just goes around messing and stuff like that because people were saying that he was influencing terrorists. I'm not messing, influencing terrorists, like.
Like, I would have read the magazine, the Beanos, now when you were a child and all, like, and you would have got like a pea shooter with the magazines the odd time, you know, like a little, you know, plastic pea shooter or whatever, like, but like that's just showing how bad it's gone. And the manhole thing, like, like, what is going on in your head, right? This is my opinion now. What is going on in your head that you're walking down the street and someone goes, you know, that's a manhole. Oh, fuck me, they can't be calling that a manhole. Like, that's getting, you know, that's getting in on me. I'm feeling upset over that. What the fuck is going on with your life that's upsetting you? Like,
yeah, like,
you know. And at the end, like, as we say all the time, this is only our opinions and all like that, you know. But fuck me, like.
Like, a school in Seattle in America, right, renamed its Easter eggs Spring Spheres to avoid causing offence to people who did not celebrate Easter. Yeah, better one than that, right? Do you know in England they have there's a classic English dessert called a spotted dick.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to call it a spotted dick anymore. You have to call it a spotted Richard. Like, I'm not messing. Yeah, I swear to God. Like, in case the original name might cause offence, that's what the UK Council said. There's loads of these. A UK like jobs recruiter was stunned when her job advert for reliable and hard-working applicants was rejected by the job centre as it could cause offence to unreliable and lazy people. So there was people that class themselves as lazy and unreliable people, and they were giving out shit to the recruiting agency saying, yeah, but I can't apply for that because
I'm not reliable.
I swear to God.
That's fucking a joke. Like,
yeah,
that is a joke.
I swear to God, like.
See, but now that, like, anyone listen,
yeah.
like, that is completely gone too far. Like, so I'm a lazy bollocks. I'm not going to get out of bed for a job. So, like, why can't I go for this job? I want to be a lazy bollocks. Like, what? Like, what is the world fucking? What is it coming to? Like, this stuff really, really annoys me. Like,
so just the last and final one there that I thought was a bit mad. Some schools in the US right now have a holiday tree instead of a Christmas tree, because students and parents were getting upset by the term Christmas tree because some people don't celebrate Christmas, so they call it a holiday tree.
Yeah. Look, like,
this has been with us for years and generations and generations. Why are we changing it now? Because there's a handful of people that are causing uproar, like, for no reason. Jesus Christ. Like, there's a couple of mosques around Dublin and stuff like that. Do you see, like, I'm not going up and say, oh, well, that's not Ireland wasn't like that years ago. There was no mosques and stuff like that. No, just because, like, it's nothing to do with you, like.
Yeah, like, I think if everyone just kept to their own business, everyone would be a lot happier. Like, like, I understand that a lot. You know, a lot of people don't celebrate Christmas or anything like that. I celebrate Christmas. I would be nearly one of them people who are like, oh God, the Christmas tree's up. Oh, you know, the decorations are up. The selection boxes are already in Tesco. That sort of thing. But, like, I still celebrate Christmas myself, but I don't celebrate, like, say, Hanukkah or anything like that. But I don't judge anyone that does. I, like, if there was a big Star of David down the street or something like that to, you know, to show support for some of the Jewish people in town or anything like that, or any religion, that wouldn't bother me in the slightest. But there's all these people that, oh Jesus, you couldn't have that. I celebrate Christmas. Oh, I don't celebrate. Why are you pushing Christmas in my face? Look, if everyone just like kept themselves to themselves and stopped being fucking so involved in everything, every aspect of the world, we'd all be a lot happier.
I don't know. Look, but literally, lads, we're going to wrap this part of the podcast up now, and I'm just going to wrap it up myself and saying people need to stop being so sensitive. If you're taking offence to something, take it offence, but don't go out and try publicly, because there is people on Facebook through commenting and trolls and stuff like that. There is people on Facebook that will try publicly humiliate you just because you said something, just because they don't agree with what you said. So, like, Irish has, like, we're easygoing Irish people, like, that's the way we're known. We have a bit of crack, we have a bit of banter, but I think we're losing that. Yeah. And I think we need to get back to the way we were years and years ago. So this politically correct bollocks, like, stop it, like, cut it out, you know what I mean? So,
like, if I have to say it in there, like, I'd go back to what we said, like, sticks and stones. If everyone just kind of remembered that, I think it'd do a hell of a lot of good, like. Yeah. But we're going to get on to a little bit of a lighter note. Like, I personally have a lot of pet peeves, but I know
you have a lot of pet peeves.
I know I do annoy a lot of people. My pet peeves, like, I know I do, like, and there's a few things about some of my friends that would annoy me and be a bit of pet peeves, but I know I'm the worst. I know that nearly everything I do annoys people, but
you're like extra luggage in an airport.
I really am.
Yeah, you're
like,
hard.
One of my pet peeves that I find drives me mad about other people, like, and Ryan does this a lot, like Ryan is like, this would be one of my biggest pet peeves on Ryan. Time, like, right? So say it right. This drives me mad, but everyone, a lot of people kind of knows me and knows that drives me mad if you're not exactly on time. So say even today, like, we're going to do this podcast, right, call out to mine, we do the podcast, just let's say, 10 o'clock there, whatever, like that, call down. I'm at the door at 10. I'm like, sure, where is he? Like, sure, he said he was going to be here at 10. Why is he going to say he's going to be here at 10 if he's not going to be here at 10?
I do be busy, like.
And like this, why say 10? Say, sure, around 10ish or 10:15 to 10 though, Or then if I'm, like, say I have plans, I'm going out for a drink or I'm meeting someone or going out for dinner or anything like that. So, right, like, there's one of my friends lives up the road from me, and say, right, should we go down for a pint there, Well, about 8 o'clock, right? I meet you at the bottom of the road at 8 o'clock. Right, you be there at 8 o'clock? Yeah, no bother. I standing like a gobshite at the end of the road at 8 o'clock going, so where is he, like? And I'm ringing him and I'm cracking up and I'm on fucking Snapchat and I'm like, man, what? I'm just leaving my house. Well, don't be telling me 8 o'clock then. Or come to me, like, don't say 8:05. Get your shit together, lads. This is what annoys me. That's one of my biggest ones, to get out there.
Do you know what annoys me?
What?
Anyone who drives a Nissan Micra. If you're over 55 or 60 years of age and you drive a Nissan Micra or something, I literally will crash into the back of you because you annoy me so much. I work in Dublin and I've been saying it to Barry for the past couple of weeks. The traffic, if anyone's working in Dublin lately and they're listening to this, look, I feel you, because oh my god, the traffic. I work in Sandymount and it's literally I start work at 9 o'clock and I want to be leaving for 7 o'clock to get to Dublin. On a good day, you get to Dublin 50 minutes, 55 minutes. It's literally taking me 2 hours to get to work. Coming home in the evenings, forget about it. Could be anything from an hour and a half, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Crazy. If you have and loads of crashes on the roads lately. There was 2 crashes last week on Thursday, so it took me 2.5 hours to get home. One at Carnscourt and one at Loughlinstown. Now, thank God the people they were just bumper kind of crashes, but fucks everyone up for miles.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm in my car saying, they better be dead.
Yeah.
Someone better be fucking dead.
Keep reading this.
Like, do you know what I mean? I had Motorhead on it, Ace of Spades, White Knuckles holding the steering wheel in the car, absolutely gone fucking mental.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
I do get these phone calls off right now in the last few weeks, and it's like, so your phone ring and answer, it was like, fucking Jesus Christ, man. And you're like, alright, right, I'm stuck in traffic, man, I'm actually going to go, I'm going to crash, I'm just going to crash, it's driving me mad, man. Yeah. And you're like, alright, it's like, where are you now? I'm still in Dublin. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes in the same spot. I'm going to go mad. And you hear the music in the background and he crashing around the car and he going mad, like,
like, I get back into Arcta and I want to drive my car off the pier. Thank God, I said I'm going to drive into the back of someone if they don't move out of my way. I don't care. But and then you finally get a good stretch of road and there's just some fucking idiot that just will not get out of the way. Or do you know how I'm even going to go on to one here about transport, right, and driving and stuff like that. Anyone who's driving is going to relate to this. So if you have 2 lanes, you have the kind of slower lane and the fast lane, right? So if you're in the fast lane and you're bombing away anyway and you get this guy flashing or whatever behind you, we've all got this cunt like behind us, and you're like, alright, sure, I'll get out of your way. And then you move over into the slower lane and they're going literally just as quick as you in the fast lane. You're like, sure, where's the fire? Like, why? Do you know what I mean? So relax, like. And then you have these other guys in the slow lane that are going fast and man, it's a fucking nightmare. But the old biddies in the Nissan Micra they do my head in, like, they just go so slow, like. But do you know what annoys me as well? People who get 9 A1s and leaving cert when you can only get 6 A1s to get 600 points. It's like, who are you trying to impress? Like, go fuck yourself. What about the rest of us that can barely scrape through? Like, do you know what I mean? And
another massive pet peeve for me as well is, a lot of people could relate to this, I think. If you're out in a restaurant, or even like, you're out and you're having a bit of dinner anywhere, pub or restaurant, whatever, and then someone's like, oh, that's nice, oh, can I try some of that? And you're like, I know that's nice, that's why I ordered it. Like, what are you sitting with? I don't want any of your food. Why are you trying to pick stuff off my plate? Like, get your own food. That annoys me, like.
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting there, it's like, oh, what's a nice bit of chicken you have there or something. It's like, yeah, I know this. That's why I ordered it. It's lovely. It's beautiful.
You're like,
why don't you order stuff? Why don't you order something nice? You sitting there with your shit food. I don't want any of your shit food. Don't be coming near my plate.
Yeah.
That annoys me.
Do you ever get people when they're crossing the road and there's loads of people crossing and someone's already pressed the thing at the pedestrian crossing and then you get this fucking idiot that comes up and presses it again. It's just like, oh, so my press wasn't good enough. No. Your press is better than mine. Like
your magical press.
Yeah. Oh my god, Muppets, like. Or ATMs that only give you €50. Do you ever get an ATM that, and you're like,
the one in work, man, always does that.
But like, I only want the 10. Like, fair enough, tenors. Right, it's not, you can't get tenor. 20. No, some do.
Some do.
Tenors,
I think tenors, yeah. But 20, you know, like 20.
Yeah.
Like
20.
if you take out €50, that €50 gone. Like
half an hour
gone. Like where you say you went, oh, I just want to pick up a bit of shopping there. I'll get €20. Yeah. Only multiples of 50. You will spend €50 on bollocks like that. You don't 100%. Need to be spending. Yeah. You know, or. Well, see, I've got to go back to me. I know some of these things annoy people about me. Like when I go out and I'm having a drink or anything, if I'm having a cup of coffee or having a pint, anytime I drink, I put my baby finger up. And I know that drives everyone mad because I'd be sitting there, I was like, put your finger down. It's like, what? Oh, I'm sorry that my finger is upsetting everyone so much and ruining everybody's night. You know, if everyone just stopped looking at my finger, it'll be great. You know, even Ryan, everyone says this to me, put your finger down, man.
Yeah, well, like, there's no need for the finger.
But sure, man, that's just the way I drink. Like, get over yourselves with your finger.
You're like a posh fuck. But do you know what I hate as well? If you're going to get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever, there's no milk in the fridge. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Like there's a good half hour there that everyone's an arsehole.
Yeah.
There's no milk in the fridge, like, you know.
It's like, why is there not who polished off the milk without being like, oh, there's no milk, someone needs to get milk, or go get milk yourself, like. But not, you know what annoys me? Oh, you know what annoys me? Oh, you know when you're in having a piss. So this is obviously just for lads.
That was quite harsh.
No, but yeah. You know when you're in having a piss and you're at your urinals, and like say there's 6 urinals and you're the only one there. So you what every man does, you go to the end urinal. Do you do that? I think this is.
Oh yeah.
I do this, right. So I go to say the end urinal, and then like so there's 6 urinals, and then this lad that comes in, and he'll stand next to you, like right next to you, and you're like, mate, do you want to get in my urinal? Are you alright there? Do you want to get on my shoulder and piss off me or something like that? Why are you so close? And what's worse is the ones where it's just, you know, one big urinal, and they're like on your shoulder, and you're like looking at them, man, are you alright? Like, are you looking for a friend or something? Like, do you know?
Ever, going back to the ATM, do you ever get someone that takes fucking ages at the ATM in front of you? Like, they're just there and they're just like, what are they doing? Like, it's their turn and they're up it or whatever. It could be there for a good minute. Like, literally takes you good 30 seconds, like, but they could be up there a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, and they're just taking an absolute eternity. You're on the rush. If you're trying to take out money to go to the pub or whatever, you're like, oh fucking come on, well, it's nearly 12 o'clock, it's gonna be a tenner in a minute.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's so much stuff. I hate weak tea, or if someone gives me like, I call it a cup of milk or a cup of cow. If someone gives me too much milk in my tea or in my coffee, I crack if it's my coffee.
See, I like a good bit of milk in my coffee.
Oh,
you see?
Way.
But I know I do that. I do give people too much milk because I like a good bit of milk, so it's just kind of in my head that other people like milk. Another thing, I do this as well. I'm a prick. I don't know why people hang around with me. Like, I got called up on this in the canteen at work a few weeks ago. Eating loud.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I didn't realise I did this. So like, in our canteen there's like 3 tables. 2 of them are pushed together and there's one like a bit away. So I was like, I fucking hate everyone, I'm gonna sit on this table by myself. So I was down there and I was, you know, eating my lunch on my phone, paying attention to no one, and it's just like, Barry, do you need to be so loud eating there? And you're like, what? And they're like, you're absolutely chawing the bits out of that food, like. And they're like, oh, I didn't realise. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise it was. And you're still, oh, you're still kind of eating loud. Would you just fuck off and let me eat my lunch, like? Do you know?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. What was I thinking? There was a good one there. Oh,
you know what annoys me as well? I've gone off now. You've set me. You know what? No, everyone annoys me. You know these people say no offence?
Oh yeah.
That queer annoys me. There's one lad that I go around with that says this, so it's like, you know, oh, you're a fat cunt. Oh, no offence. You're like, what? Do you know?
It definitely is offence.
It's just like they can say whatever they want to you, but because they say no offence, sure, it's grand.
Yeah.
Do you know? Ryan, you're a dickhead, no offence.
Yeah.
Do you know? It's just, what? Why do you say that? Like, you're not going to get away with it, like.
Do you know what I hate? Well, if you're ever I don't take the bus a lot or the train or anything like that because I have a car, but if I ever am, there's always an idiot on the phone that's talking way too loud that just wants to be heard. Like, oh yeah, I just in this meeting and I just sealed the deal or whatever, and like, you know what I mean? Just like, man, everyone can hear you. Like, chill the beans, relax, just hush down a little bit, like, relax. Or if you have a group of young ones that are just cackling like they haven't seen each other in 40 years, like, do you know what I mean? Just it fucking wrecks my head.
You know what else does me? Absolutely rots me. So another one in the toilet, you're in the toilet doing your business or whatever like that, and then you come out and there's like, I think a lot of people kind of tend to do it in the pub. It's like, fucking, I'm out drinking, I won't wash my hands. That queer annoys me. Like,
if people don't wash their hands, I do that at times as well.
You don't wash your hands?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh man, like, that drives me mad. Like.
Yeah, but there was a good 20 seconds there where I could be doing stuff. Like,
so you're two in a rush for me. Like,
what?
You're two in a rush.
I'm a busy
20
man.
seconds, like 20 seconds.
If I'm taking it, like, I don't piss all over my hands, like, so. Like,
I don't know.
I'm not going around going like that, like rubbing my hands in people's faces or anything. Like, when after I go to the toilet, like, so it's just me. Like,
I don't know. I think
you're definitely a germaphobe.
Like, I do wash my hands a good bit. Like, and like even sometimes in work. See, I do handle money in work and all a lot of the time. So like, money's the most dirtiest, filthiest fucking yoke in the world. So there'll be just a lot of times a day I just go and wash my hands because it's just. And this is another thing that annoys me. So like, I receive money and all in work. You know what? Oh my god, when people have like dirty fingernails and dirty hands, you're like, what are you doing? Like, do you know? Don't be fucking giving me all your fucking journey shit. Like, that rots me. Like,
another one. Do you know when you're driving and stuff like that? And
Ryan hates. I hates everything about a car. Like, I don't drive it like that, so I just don't relate. I live about 30 seconds away from my work, so it's grand for me. But like, I do understand because my girlfriend goes through the same as Ryan, has to commute to Dublin and all like that, and I do hear about it on all the fronts, like from left and right and centre. I do hear about how bad it is and all like that, and I do understand. But we do see Ryan has a bit of pet peeve about like, a lot of driving. Yeah, again, anyone who driving will relate to this. If you're driving down a narrow road, so you're going down, a person's coming up, and you're thinking, right, well, I'm going to pull over, I'm going to be sound out, I'm going to pull over and let this person come up. And like, in our town here, or in small towns or small counties or whatever, the people will wave to give you the bird or thumbs up, whatever, say, cheers, thanks, and then you go on your merry way, happy days. Dublin, don't give a fuck. They will not wave at you. No, they won't even look. They won't even see you. They don't. They're so, like, some people in Dublin are so up their arse. So don't get me wrong. A lot of people sound, but in Arklow, for instance, everyone waves. Yeah.
Everyone, cheers, man. Thanks. Good luck.
Just being polite, like.
Yeah, and Dublin, nah, fuck you. You should have done that. Do you know what I mean? So that really bad. Like, I go like, if someone doesn't wave at me, I'm like, alright, sound out, and I wave at them. No bother at all. Yeah, you're welcome. Cheers. Good luck.
Nearly out the window, sitting in the passenger seat. You're so sound, but you're so sound.
Or if someone cuts across you as well, actually, because that can lead to an accident as well. But if someone cuts across me, I'm literally I will literally be for a good 10 seconds and annoy the fuck out of them, like, because it's so dangerous. But I fucking hate driving lately. Like, there's so much stuff to talk about in driving.
You know what I hate? People jumping in front of me in a queue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what I hate?
Do people still do that?
Oh, you know what? It rots me. Like, so, say you're paying for something, or even you're queuing to get a pint, or you're at a deli counter or whatever, and you're like, oh, who's next? Me. Mate, you are not next. Like, I get tick. I'm like, sorry. I was like, no, I think I was like, oh no, did I not get here? No, you didn't, man. You just came. You literally came, looked at me. So I standing here. You see me standing here, like, and you're just being a dick about it. Getting angry now. Yeah, we could literally go on and on. I think, do you want to wrap it up here? Yeah, I think we wrap it up before we get too into everything. Yeah, guys, so if you want to be partake in this and tell us some of your pet peeves or little stuff that just drives you up the wall, put it into the comment section, or even like if you have any opinions on being politically correct or anything like that. That's a bitch to say, isn't it? Yeah, it's really. I ended up just saying PC all the time. Yeah, I was too PC. So look, if there is anyone that has any opinions or have any opinions about us that we're wrong or like that, like, even though if they're bad opinions, as Ryan said, we got one there a couple of weeks ago. Look, we like to hear feedback of everything we do, like, and I just want to say, like, Sorry for not having the one out last week. As we said, I was on holidays. It is great to kind of be back and having a chat, like, because I haven't seen Ryan since the last podcast, so it's great for us as well. Like, we have a chat, and
we might have a special guest there next week again. So
we might get back to it. It was good to kind of just getting back to us having a chat, and we will get back into the interviews again. Like, we just kind of took a little break there to just kind of have a chat between us.
So cheers for the support, guys. Thanks again for listening. This has been the Slip of the Lip podcast. Good luck.